Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. And today, I am very excited to be checking out the most popular project on all of Kickstarter on the entire Earth, that is Deep Rock Galactic, all caps, the board game! Wonderful player co-op action cave crawler based on the popular video game Deep Rock Galactic. So, I will say this is pretty much what I expected right here. It's raised 1.4 million euros, I do believe that is, so it's doing really, really well for itself. But I think this is a wasted space here. Co-op action board game. Yeah, I get it when you say co-op action, so you can put more useful information in here. What's the time length? What's the age on this? What's the price? Is there a big box? You know, there's more information that I think could be conveyed here than just, hey, we got minis. It's a video game, a board game, it's got minis, because that's what a lot of these video game Kickstarters really boil down to. So I'd like to know a little bit more about the mechanisms. Is it deck building? Is it drafting? Is it card crafting? Is it worker placement? What kind of cave crawler game is this? Give me a little bit more beef from the front. Also, mentioning that it's a popular video game, what do you think about that? Because my stance on this is you either know it's a video game and you care or you don't care, or you don't know it's a video game and it's like, okay, I really don't care if it's a video game. So I don't know. I think like mentioning that it's a video game, this is a very minimal amount of space you have to use. I think they could use it for better information about what the game is. But that being said, typically with these video game projects, it doesn't really matter at all because people are going to back it. I'm poor. Minis scare me. Well, then Kickstarter is a very scary place. As always, when you go to the project, I'm thinking three things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? And dear God, you need $227,000 to do it. That's a lot. Let's go. Whoa, too fast! Way too fast! Okay, so we're showing gameplay. We're showing components and gameplay, which I love, but I want to see what's going on. Oh, that's cards. Whoa. Whoa. Wow, okay.
In the far future, space mining is big business.
Okay, so I'm typically not the biggest fan of when you go straight into the theme, so I like the fact they actually did that, like, oh my gosh, don't blink or you'll miss a whole bunch of stuff. First 5 seconds, showing me a whole bunch of the gameplay, a whole bunch of the different things that were going to be happening in the game and the components, so I feel like that was really well done.
Interplanet.
Also, closed captioning. I love that. Even if I don't feel like you need it, somebody probably does. So I love the fact they put that there.
Mining Corporation Deep Rock Galactic are experts in securing the most dangerous dig sites in the...
That's a good shot. I think right there, it definitely shows me the inlaid board. It does a great job of doing that. Even spots for the cards. This is a slick play area right here. You put your stuff here. This looks good. Showing me the custom dice, and I can tell that they're going to be the kind where you can, like, rub your fingers on it, and you can feel the little ingrains in it. This is a good shot.
Galaxy. You are a team of 4 dwarven space miners and must fight and dig your way through the deepest and darkest caves of Huxley's 4, the richest and most hostile planet ever discovered.
I'll drill through anything.
The team...
Wow! I just got a very good glimpse of what I'm going to be doing in this game. We're going through a cave, exploring, shooting stuff, finding gold, having cool items. Let's go. I thought like that was really well done. The interweaving of how the gameplay is going to work kind of with the components on the board. Mwah, beautiful.
The driller.
I rock for breakfast.
The scout.
Time to light this shit up.
Gunner.
Just show me where to shoot.
And the engineer.
Let's play the smart for once, huh?
Deep in the caves, you'll be digging for valuable morkite and other riches,
Mining is hard work.
giving you lots of upgrade opportunities, such as overclocking your weapons. But the caves of Huxley's are full of horrors.
Make every bullet count.
Better be stocked up on ammo when encountering the Praetorian, the Spitballer.
So I think like they're doing a really good job of spotlighting the just spotlighting everything. This production value is stellar. Agreed. This is so well done. I lost my train of thought. I'm just so excited about this video. Spotlighting the asymmetrical nature of the game. How the different characters are going to play different. How the different enemies are going to be different. I feel like they're doing a great job here. Like this is fantastic.
Web spitter.
Kill it!
The exploder. Or any of the other.
And I haven't mentioned the minis yet. They are what they are. We get it. Nice minis are pretty old hat on Kickstarter now. Like you can't kick a duck without finding a nice minis game on Kickstarter. So these ones look up to snuff, though. Granted, these are 3D renderings, but they look really good.
The deadly alien monsters lurking in the dark. You must rely on each other if you want to survive. You must dig,
For teamwork!
cross pits,
Step aside, wimps.
set up sentry guns,
Let's clear them out!
revive each other, and combine attacks whenever needed.
Rock and stone.
But time's ticking and constantly moving against you.
The heights up!
Nasty surprises are a given.
Crawlers.
Grunts will creep out of the cracks.
Incoming.
A grabber will swoop in and carry you off. Or the very caves themselves will collapse on top of you.
That's cool.
It's all worth it though.
Yes!
The riches of Huxley's are legendary.
We're rich!
So, are you dwarf enough to join us? Taking applicants now. Sign up today.
That was really good. Wait, one thing. I want to see one thing right here. I gotta turn the
Taking
box.
applicants now. Sign up today.
So it's like a Ticket to Ride size box, maybe a little bit thicker. But I love the fact companies are doing that now. They twit the box because it matters. All the voices in the video game, too. Music as well. So well done. Thank you, King Fat, for that little bit of information. Because I felt like that was very well voice acted. Like, it wasn't distracting. It felt on point. The sound, the music, everything felt good. That's one of the best videos I think I've seen for a Kickstarter project, period. And in particular, for a video game, board game adaption. Or, honestly, for most of the video game Kickstarters I do. That was so well done. Because I feel like it did two very important things. The Do I Want It, if I'm a Deep Rock Galactic, the board game fan, I think is just absolutely yes. Yes. But as a board gamer, I want to play this game. You convinced me as a board gamer to not only want to play this game, but now to kind of want to be like, all right, I kind of want to check out Deep Rock Galactic. I think that's on the Game Pass. But very well done. 1.7 million bucks, 11,000 backers. Do I want it? Yes, I feel comfortable. The Can You Do It? 5 created, 13 back. The Mood Publishers develops high-quality miniatures board games and beautifully illustrated cinematic novels. We got one person in the customer service here, which means along with Rasmus, so we have 2 people there, so hopefully we have some good updates in customer service. Let's check it out, make sure these things are Outfall of Gods. This is a novel. Where's our board game? We done a board game before? These all novels? Just making sure people got it. I doubt. Still shipping. Hang in there. Last update was August 2021. Okay. Normally, I'd put like a final, like, hey, everything's shipped, we're good sort of thing, but whatever. People don't seem to be too upset. Is there still some delays due to customs for North Americans? So this was 5 months ago and 5 months ago. Okay. So I feel comfortable with that. Follow Gods, this is another book. Just making sure people got their book. Spread the word. So they don't do much after the fact. Whatevs. Same here. Please miss the link. Hi, missed the link. I missed the... Okay, so yeah. It's 2 years ago. So these... I feel comfortable. Is this their first board game, though? That's kind of what I'm interested in. Because that's a big step. Is this... This is publishing, and this is... also publishing, I do believe. Okay. Yes. So, Can You Do It? Is a yes, but no video game experience kind of scares me a little bit. They just kind of like, oh, we're getting into our niche. So I'm very interested to know who the designer of this game is. 1 to 4 players, 60 to 150 minutes to play. Wow. I honestly feel like that should be on the marquee. I feel like that should be on that main image there now. That is, well, honestly, I don't know. Does that? I feel like that's going to scare some people off there. The 60, 150 minutes, but that makes me more excited. Right into the player count, time and age 2 on the first image. I want to stand and salute right now. They did have that right from the jump. Yeah, like the organization. 60 to 150 minutes. This is a meatier game than I was expecting. One of my all-time favorite previews. I've had so much fun. Okay. I mean, he's done a lot. It's just interesting. Just the word previews and reviews just gets ballied about so much that it's just I don't even feel anymore when I hear the word preview. 65 euros, $75 converted, and we're straight into the prices. This is fantastic. But I will say, I can look at it from this perspective right here. If you are if you're coming at this from the video game perspective and you like Deep Rock Galactic and you know of board games, the Dice Tower is probably the most likely YouTube reviewer that you would know. So I do think having that Dice Tower logo right there in this instance is a good thing. And if you don't know who the Dice Tower is, I might make this clickable even. That'd be nice for them. But if you don't, they click on it, they see 200,000 subscribers or whatever it is. It looks legit. So we have the standees, which are not many. So there's going to be 2 versions of this. This is the standard edition, which comes with the standees. 4 dwarven miniatures, so you're just getting the main characters. 33 Glyphid cardboard cutouts and plastic stands, game board, player boards, cave segments. So this is ugly. This is really ugly. I would have a long, sexy scrolling shot of what these components are. Now, we all know that you don't want people buying this pledge level. This is the after-the-fact, sell it at GameStop pledge, okay? Most people probably aren't here for this. Most people are here for whatever this is, the 125. But still, at least doll this up a little bit. Plus, all applicable stretch goals for the standard pledge. So that tells me there will be stretch goals. That gets me excited. $75 is pretty economical for a minis game. It is 4 minis, though. Honestly, I don't think this is a good price. I really don't, at least on this one. Now, we haven't seen stretch goals. And part of the reason why is I don't know the components. Is that a huge box? I thought it was a Ticket to Ride size box. But whatever. Just because the typical MSRP is $60, and so now we're $15 above it, and we haven't factored in shipping yet. So I don't really feel like that's a great pledge level, especially, and you didn't even doll it up. Like we did zoom in on the Dwarven Minis, but everything else is just like, I want to know about the rule booklet, the dice card, the cave segment, the player boards. How many cards do I get? You just say cards. Like, just how many cards? Well, we got cards. Like, there's so little effort put into trying to sell this pledge level. Because you want this one. And hopefully this one has a proper do-up. Least of all the components are in the picture there. Wish it was more zoomed in, but we haven't seen shipping yet either. Well, we are towards there. We're to the very top. I don't expect it to be this high, but like right after, as soon as you're done with the add-ons, why not? And now, yep, this is it. This is it. How many minis are we getting? And you just get cards. And I know they might say, well, what's going to happen is we're going to get unlocks and daily stretch goals or whatever the heck, and so that number will change. It'll be fluid. And that is when you use that as an opportunity to say, we start with 60 cards, but by the time it gets to the stretch goal, it's now 73. Like, if I'm looking at this and I see 60 cards, but then it's been marked out, and I see 73 with stretch goals, that's a huge number to me, and it's going to help make the price more swallowable. Because $125 right now, it's okay. It's an okay price. I don't think it's a great price. I don't know, but then there's the collector's edition. Okay. What's the collector's edition? Now we're up to the $175. Now we're up to what I typically expect to spend on something like this on Kickstarter, the premium pledge. Wow me. Still just cards. Plus the beer mug event marker. Okay? Converted to inches would be good too, but millimeters is so small. And then this comes with a expansion. Really? And a neoprene game mat. So, not a big fan of this. I don't particularly like it when I get to this, and then you just kind of spring an expansion on me, and you're like, oh, hey, by the way, if you want to go, get the fancy one, because you got an expansion too. But because it comes with minis. It comes with this. What does this do? Maybe integrate this in the last 10 seconds of the video. I don't know. Neoprene mat, awesome. I'd zoom in on that. If it is nice and stitched, which I think it probably is. Oh, it is, stitch edges. A lot of people zoom in. They'll have a shot right here where it'll just be that little corner of it is zoomed in. You can see the little ridges. I think that's a great shot. Steal it. Art prints, makes sense. Mouse pad, big mouse pad. Sleeves. So this is, wow. So this, and I really hate this. I hate this collector's edition pledge. Because here's the bottom line. What do I want? And this is, but now the deluxe pledge. I hate the pledge level right now. Because what do I want? This is nice, whatever. This is what I want. This is gameplay. I like how you give me more information about the components in the small box expansion than you do in the big box. Like, I'm not a fan, and hopefully they go full in detail down below, but why not put it in here? Oh, and now we have the components. 4 dwarf minis. 42 millimeters tall, 4 player boards. Yeah, I would interweave this in with those prices up there. Because this is good. This is good. 33 Glyphid minis. Only in the Deluxe and Collector's Pledge. So now, I'm saying to myself, okay, 33 just bad guy minis in addition to the 4 main ones. So now we're looking at 37 minis. And all of a sudden, this $126 to me, and I say, okay, that seems more reasonable. That seems about right. But I think that could be conveyed a little bit more. So these are 3 spitballers. So now you're going into the weeds of the 3 different minis. Awesome. Look at this. Good stuff. All right, we got the game board. You doing me millimeters? Once again, this is going to be USA here. 5,833. Give me inches. Game board. Rules. I need to be able to click on that. Mission book with 8 missions. Wow. I don't feel like that was spotlighted well enough either. 8 unique missions? That's the kind of thing that could have moved me. But it's here. It's towards the top, so I guess I can't nitpick too much. It's just, that video is so well done, I'm just like, what else could have been in it? 10 large and medium cave segments. Give me some dimensions on those. 31 small and single cave segments. 7 stalagmite tokens. 102 cards. Okay. That's a decent amount. I got no issues with this. I wish this was conveyed in the one spot. 113 tokens. 45 minerals and golds. Miniature scale. Awesome. This is a great shot. Love it in inches as well. But it's still a great shot. Gives me an idea of the different sizes. This is fantastic. That is great. Video of the factory sample. That's quite a lot of stuff for a 2-hour game. It is. Wait, that's the box. Let me see if I can get a feel for that box. What is that box? Yeah, I think that's ticket to ride. How can it be ticket to ride if it's going to fit all those minis, though? There's got to be an extra box. Right? All right. So dwarves, we got the scout. This is the theme. Cool. Theme stuff. What do I want? I want shipping, and I want how to play, if there is one. A gameplay video would be... Yeah, gameplay video is what I'm wanting here. Game mechanics, explore alien caves, take on the... We get it. We saw the video. We get the gist. Stretch goals. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I would love this. I immediately think this is way too low. So, love that they give you the STL files in the collector's edition. Glad you spotlighted that. I kind of glossed over that because I'm not a 3D printer. I don't have a 3D printer. But that is actually really kind of nice. That you could just print off... Okay. That is super cool. So we got a fun stretch goal area. I'm excited. So once again, I personally like this format. I think it's the best. Once you've funded, first thing I see, stretch goals leading me straight into the price. And if I see that, and I see that long component list, because once again, I didn't like your price until I saw all the components. Why not just mush them together? So we get, whoa, tokens upgraded to minis? And here's what I'm talking about. You clearly have the graphic designer on point. Like, this is good graphics. I love this image. But what you could do to make that that immediate, like, shopping section, like, better, I think, is to, somewhere in that where you're going over the list of components, be like, boom. But that's only in the Deluxe and Collector's Edition. But whatever. As I get to the... Because, once again, nobody's buying the standard. Let's check. Oh, it's 911. Actually, I bet that's a lot of the core fans. Which makes sense. Because I imagine most people that are looking at this from the gaming perspective are probably going to go down here. Which I think is really interesting, because typically the larger pledge levels are the most popular ones. Even though I don't like their larger pledge level because it makes me buy card sleeves and art prints and a whole bunch of other stuff that I really don't want. Okay, but anywho. I think what they could do is they could just nix out, oh, no more tokens, now these are minis. Like, that would be so cool in there. So the 2 extra missions in the mission book, that is huge. I thought 8 was a great number, and now it's 10? This is awesome. 4 grunts. So you get, so this is, you're now getting grunt minis. Or the 33... Are the 33 minis that you're talking about, is that being constantly updated? I don't think that is. Because that could be... Because I was happy with 33. Oh, no, it does. It does include those. So they're going to be continuing to update this. Maybe put like a little Kickstarter unlock sort of thing. Stretch goals, let me know. I don't know. 2 extra event cards. Awesome. Mini of Holly for storing gold and minerals with detachable lid. Wow! That's a banger stretch goal. That's a banger stretch goal I'm pretty sure you showed in the video, which is, okay, whatevs. Deluxe and Collector's Pledge. Plastic insert. Okay. Work in progress. That's all I need to see. Double layered player boards. Once again, these are things you already showed in the video. This is kind of weird. This is 33 plus 4 grunts. 2 new secret cave segments, 2 new secondary weapon cards, gold plastic nuggets instead of yellow plastic crystals. Ooh. And these are micro stretch goals for a game like this. $100,000. That's crazy to think of that as a micro stretch goal. But you're going to hit one of these. Oh, nope, we jumped $550,000. Okay, never mind. All right. 113 plastic tokens as an add-on. Boy, howdy, I don't care. 2 extra missions for the mission book. That's a banger. Mini supply pod, awesome. Glyphid miniature, this is great. Wait, oh, but this is not for the standard. Okay, not for the standard. Oh, this is a social stretch goal. So they do have some social stuff. The only one they care about, it looks like, is the, what is it, on Facebook. So you click on there, you get that, add to your pledge, $25 for the expansion, $25 for the playmat, and I want to go, we'll get back up there. STL file of the dwarves, STL file of the Glyphids, so you just buy the stuff a la carte. Okay. I wonder how, because I could see that. I could see that. You didn't want to get the game, you just want the little minis. And look at that. 1,100 people in the Pledge Manager. Wowzers. That means you got yourself a good add-on section right there. So let's check it out. 911 people wanting the standard version. VAT will be included in the Pledge Manager according to your country of residence. So they are mentioning the VAT here. Where is the shipping information? That's what I need. Rule booklet. How do I click on it? Download the English version of the rule booklet. Click here. Don't mind if I do. They've really captured the feel of the video game. Dice Tower preview. Board game Q&A. Preview. Is there an actual gameplay? That's all I want. That's all I need. Don't care. Don't care.
Ooh.
Don't care. Man, so I'm not a fan of not having a gameplay video at all. That immediately makes me very concerned. Hopefully there is one. If so, put it in the video. Because I'll tell you what, nobody gives a damn. I mean, previews are good. Gameplay trumps it. Gameplay coming next week. What the hell? I don't understand these big companies. Next week? It's your damn Kickstarter launch day. You should know you need a gameplay video. How does this... You send it out to previewers. Like, if I'm the hungry gamer, I know that if I make a gameplay video of this, like, that's easy subscribers. That's an easy big video win for me. So the fact that there's not one is so perplexing. What the hell, Mood? So what is this? This is the mission book. No. I wanted your rule booklet. Download the English version of the work in progress rule booklet here. Oh, did I must have clicked on the wrong one. Okay, it's on me. Good. Whew. I was gonna say if they're only giving a mission book, I'm concerned. This is just gonna be different setup for the different things, the objectives. Okay. So it doesn't look like it's really reinventing the wheel, but you get different I mean, it looks Gloomhaven-esque, which is totally fine with me. Well, let's check out the rule booklet. Hopefully we get components and setups, quick symbol overview, hazard level, game setup, player setup. There's no component list. Ugh. Rondo tends to gush over everything, but his playthroughs are awesome. Should have used him. Anticipation. It is making people anticipate it, but here's the bottom line. If the gameplay doesn't look great, I don't know. I'm just always concerned when I don't see a rule booklet. And then I'm even more concerned when your rule booklet doesn't have a component list. Like, I'm looking at the organization of this rule booklet, and it's just like, why is the quick symbol overview on page 5? You know, why are you telling me about hazard levels before I even have set up the game? I don't understand anything about your game. Like, I look at this rule booklet, and it does not look like a fun rule booklet to read at all. And this is coming from someone who specifically has a Fiverr where I look through people's rule booklets. Look at these huge walls of text, and I know it's a work in progress. But wow, this really does not look like a fun rule booklet to me. This looks like one that is going to get very heavily used. Oh, I do like the back of the rule thing, though. Okay, that concerns me a little bit. I want to play return loop. Yeah, Kevin gets it. I mean, it's like, that's so much information just conveyed in that one thing. Does anybody do a video on that? I need the hive mind. Does anyone do a video where they just go over what one turn of a game looks like? I'm sure someone does. Because I think for Meteor Games, that could be something I could do. This is the preview. Okay, so previews. Here we go. Shipping section. I bet their shipping's going to be good. Expected delivery late 2022. Wow. This game is done. We can print shortly after the campaign has ended. We'll make sure you'll get your pledge as fast as possible. And the game is done. So this is just a straight up pre-order. All right. Euros, US dollars, they convert the currencies. Do love that. $15 to $22. Okay. I'd like to know the exact size of the box because I don't think it's just one box, is it? I can't imagine they're fitting 33 minis into this box, are they? Does this have... Wait, what's the box? Put it next to something. Come on. No, I don't know. Okay. This project is VAT-free in Asia. So good for Asia. EU-friendly, VAT will be added. You'll get jacked to the VAT in the back end. All right, shipping price estimates, the shipping cost of one Deluxe edition. Wait, the Deluxe edition is the middle one. Okay. Is that going to be the most popular? No, it's not. Ugh! They got backing from video game developers, hence the production value of the intro video. It makes sense. So I immediately hate your shipping section because here's the bottom line. Let's look at it from this perspective. There are 911 people here who presumably are going to get a different, cheaper prices because this is the standard edition, this is the deluxe edition. Why don't you let them know roundabout what they're going to pay? Okay? And then there's these 1,500 people here who are like, happy, cool. Hey, cool, I got the shipping estimate, thanks. And then there's the overwhelming majority of your people, despite the fact I think the main pledge kind of, I'm not a fan, which is 8,129 backers who are going to pay more than this price, and you are not telling them the estimated shipping cost? Like, ugh. That's 10% of your people who are happy. Or, no, it's like 15%. Like, it's just, come on. The shipping cost of one deluxe edition. Add-ons will increase shipping costs. The final shipping costs will be charged separately from Kickstarter VR pledge. Better we will do, of course, blah, 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 blah. You're talking about the VATs. VATs are going to suck. And, yeah, so that's an immediate half-point grade drop right there. The fact that your overwhelmingly most popular pledge level does not have a shipping price on it at all, no thank you. The fact that you don't have a gameplay video on day one, and you have 3 previews that have very superfluous, captured the feel of the video game. I had so much fun playing this. What are the mechanisms? Like, what did you like? What does this feel like? What is this, like, any sort of information here? So we have game designer, Ol Steinus. I do want to check this. Ol Steinus. Let's see what he's done on the old Board Game Geek. Other games? Board game designer? Oh my god! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is something you spotlight! This guy made Champions of Midgard? And you're not gonna mention that? What is wrong? What? He made Police Precinct, which, by the way, that game has a cult following. There's a lot of people who still love that game. I want to see, like, how many highly ranked games this person... Spurs? Okay. But the bottom line is, this is from the creators of Champion of Midgard. You slap that on the front freaking door. I know you want to mention Deep Rock Galactic. That's all well. That's all good. You got all your video game people in here. They're going to be giving you $100 and something, despite the fact you didn't tell them the shipping. So what is this? The 4 Collector's Edition, 40 of those? Wow, that's for like stores. The bulk, 10 standard editions, 10 of the deluxe editions. No one's bought that. Okay. I mean, that's a big risk for a friendly local game store to buy 10 of these. That's a lot of money tied up, especially with how much money they're making. So, I do want to take another look at this pledge level and just explain why I hate it so much. And it's just the fact that there's crucial gameplay things here that I want mixed in with crap that I don't want at all. Come on. Come on. Like sleeves, mouse pad, art print, neoprene game mat. Well, that one actually I think most people are want. But just lumping these in with your whale pledge level, I don't know. Anytime you lump gameplay in with non-gameplay stuff, not a fan. But yeah, so half-point grade drop for the shipping, half-point grade drop for that, half-point grade drop for not doing the Champions of Midgard. Like, come on! He's made a top 100 board game of all time, almost! Yeah, there you go. That's perfect. From the designer of Champions of Midgard, Kickstarter browsing image white space. Yeah, that, or, as I mentioned, you already know, I know this is a cooperative action board game. You don't need to tell me here. From the creators of Champions of Midgard. And here's the other thing. That does a real solid to him, too. Because the bottom line is, if they're interested in this, they might be like, oh, what's Champions of Midgard? Then they read about Champions of Midgard. They say, oh, this is one of the top 100 board games of all time, almost? Then maybe they go buy Champions of Midgard. Maybe they start watching the YouTube channel of the YouTuber that they watch that does a video on Champions of Midgard. Because presumably they probably did a gameplay video. So 326.58. And then this one, ooh. Backers only, hate that. What an amazing day. We're truly blown away by all the support and energy. Here are some general answers to some of the occurring questions we've received. You know, there's actually a spot specifically for that, which you decided to leave empty. So maybe you take these from the updates, put them in the FAQ. For the coin, yes, if you change your pledges afterwards, you are still eligible. If you get the 4-pack pledges, you will get 4 coins. Yeah, that's an FAQ question. Yes, we are working on a proper gameplay video. It will be up next week. So if not convinced yet, you can see the full gameplay then and decide if it's something for you or not. Well, here's the bottom line. Like, that's, for the next project, that's a day one thing. Especially when I know you sent it out to previewers. Like, I'm so, and maybe they had to sign a non-disclosure, you know, with a project like this. I've had to do that a couple times. I hate the collectors, but with the mat expansion, why not get a free mousepad and sleeves? Don't care about the art or STL file. I see that. The game will only be in English. We'll make the rulebook and mission book available as a digital version in French, German, Spanish, and Italian. These are no specific plans for... Oh, that's awesome. There seems to be an interest in having the cardboard versions of the minis as a collector's edition backer. The cardboard... We will unfortunately not be able to fit these in the box. We were currently investigating. We can make this a separate add-on. Yes, you will take all the time and effort to do this, and then, like... I doubt many people will take it. That's simply what happens when stuff like that happens. There'll be like a very vocal minority be like, we want this! And then there'll be like 27 people who take it. We're looking into a resupply pod mini, and we'll update shortly. Okay. The collector's edition dimensions will be approximately something centimeters. The playmat will come separate from the box and will not fit into the box. That stinks. The miniatures will not come painted. Expected that. The metal mug will only be part of the collector's edition. Probably the Deluxe Edition too. All minis will fit into the Deluxe Edition, including the stretch goal minis, all in one unified nice box. Whoa! This does not deserve to be in the updates. It does not deserve in the FAQ. That deserves to be somewhere in that story, because that's a question that I had. We were closing in on the social goal, getting stuff. There seems to be an interest in having the cardboard version of the minis as a collector's edition backer. So they said that. Why? I mean, I can see it with them being colored, but with just having the pictures on the internet, you have a base to see how it could be painted for making sure. Okay. What materials are the minis made of? Any possibility of pewter? Not a chance. I like the idea of a gold loot bug plushie. Rock and Stone! Molly over here. Please translate the game to the other 4 languages. So this is people just super excited about the project. One thing I'd recommend, ask them a question. Just ask them any question. Make it Deep Rock Galactic if you want. You're going to get a whole boatload of responses, because that's just a lot of people excited about your project right now. Which is good. And then this one, which I can't see, so get bent. Whoever asked them if the minis would have come painted has never purchased minis before. And that's what I'm talking about here. I'm going to guess that this number down here, because I like to look at the numbers of where everybody's United States of America dominating as per normal, just because of how it is. But I'm going to guess that the newer backers is substantially higher than typical here. And yeah, 3,115. That is huge. That's a huge number. That's almost 25%. Might be more. That math's hard. So yeah, I can understand that. So good for them. Whatever they did, and I think this really is telling right here. This tells me they did a great job of marketing this to new people who have never used Kickstarter and had to go through the time and effort and had to set up their credit card, do all the stupid crap they have to do to set it up. 3,000 still did that. So they did a great job convincing those people. But they also convinced the people who are already, well, they might already be video game fans, but just gamers in general. I feel like they did a decent job there. Please consider adding a biome and biome event card for a stretch goal. Before a mission to select a biome is randomly drawn. Wow, they're talking about like gameplay. Cool. So you just have people excited, like, hey, can we interweave more things from the board game into the video game? And they have not responded to it, but it was 5 minutes ago. This is going to be a pop in comment section. Where's my first green rectangle? About an hour ago? Okay. So they're getting in there. They're responding to ideas. Excellent. Let's get a final grade on this one. Do I want it? Yes. I do. The video is super well done, and it looks like a fun game. It looks like a fun, sit down with my friends, game night, go around blasting things, getting cool special abilities. It looks neat. I feel like they marketed it well. Do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes, but I don't feel super comfortable after reading that rule booklet. That rule booklet did not look like a fun experience. I did not feel super comfortable after there's not a gameplay video. And one little behind the scene things that I will throw out to you, because I've just been racking in my brain. Why isn't there a gameplay video? I have gotten Kickstarter videos. I've gotten Kickstarter preview projects that I've done before where the rules were so not good and confusing that I didn't feel comfortable doing a gameplay video because I was going to screw up a bunch of stuff and I was probably going to get blasted for it. So I don't want to speculate that's why, but it just seems like it's a no-brainer to make a gameplay video. And the fact that they need a week to get one up scares the crap out of me. Normally opposed to board games that rely on an app, but integrating with an already existing video game franchise seems like it might be kind of cool. Wait, there's an app? What? Is there an app? Did I miss an app? I don't think I missed an app. There's no way I missed an app. I'm clueless, but I didn't think I missed an app. The Can You Do It? I have no doubt the game will come out. I worry about being a first-time game designer. Well, excuse me. About a first-time game publisher. But you got the Champions of Midgard, man. That makes me feel more comfortable. So Can You Do It? I'm on the fence. How much is it? I feel like the price is the standard edition, not so hot. But once you start getting to the Deluxe and the Collector's Edition, I feel like they're about on point with typical Kickstarter Deluxe editions. And I think this box is actually thicker than a Ticket to Ride, I do believe. Someone asked for this one in the comments. An app. Yeah, I bet they would. Especially if they're video gamers. I mean, that just makes sense. There's no way they're going to do that. That would be a massive, that would be its own separate massive undertaking, I would imagine. But that would also be a stretch goal that they could add without adding something extra to the game, which I imagine they don't really want to do. Hence the fact that they showed you what the stretch goals were in the video. And I'd be willing to bet that even if they had not hit their goal and this thing fell flat on its face, you still would have got the dual layered boards and all that good stuff. Because typically, like when you show it in the video, you're kind of tipping your hand a little bit. And yeah. Final grade though. The video started off like an A+. Quite honestly, I think that video is super well done. I wish they would have mentioned a little bit more about the expansion. But then there's just like a lot of little things that really, they made me feel a little less comfortable about this game. And in the end, I think I'm going to give it a B+. I'm going to give it a B+ on this one. That rule booklet scares me a lot. The shipping, not mentioning the biggest overwhelming shipping cost for 8,000 people. Because let's look, how much extra is that going to be? Because that's a lot of extra stuff that's included here, right? It's a neoprene mat, which they said is going to be in its own separate box. It's this thing, which will presumably be in its own separate little box. It's art prints, which probably are going to be in some sort of tube or something like that. because you don't want those to get ruined. It's a mouse pad. I don't know how those will bundle. Sleeves. It's just, I wish they had the price there. So I'm going to go with a B+. Let me know in the comments below, what is your final grade for Deep Rock Galactic, the board game? And most importantly, please let me know if you're coming at it from the board game perspective, the video game perspective, or just one of the people who likes my tech Kickstarters, or I don't know, something else. Let me know how you think this Kickstarter project did. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. And if you enjoyed this content, please be sure to click on that subscribe button as I'm trying to reach 10,000 subscribers this year. Bye-bye.